Hello class, this is Susan Olson, your instructor for BS Com 435, Creativity and Communication. I'm here to give you some tips for your Week 2 assignment. The Week 2 assignment is called Components of Creativity Presentation, which means you need to do a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation with notes that are 50 plus words. Please write your notes in Microsoft Word and check them in Grammarly. Also, when you're writing your presentation or creating it, I would like it if you don't just copy and paste diagrams and text from the internet. I expect 3 to 5 points, bullet points, on your slides that relate to your notes. You can also include some pictures and diagrams because I know many of you will explore the creative process and want to draw, say, a circular diagram or some kind of integrative diagram to describe the creative process. So first of all, I'll tell you that the point number 1, distinguish between creative thinking and the creative process, means that you need to go to your textbook and look up the different kinds of creative thinking. For instance, divergent thinking and convergent thinking are just 2 examples of many different kinds of creative thinking that are described in your textbook. In terms of the creative process, we have a great paper in our library readings, and I have printed it out here. It has some great diagram. The paper is called Social Influence, Creativity, and Innovation by Paulus and Zindole. I'll show you, there's a very interesting diagram in that paper of the creative process. This article focuses on the social influences of creativity in groups. So many of you work in groups. I know when I had groups working for me, or I was part of working for a group, many of the issues and components affecting the creative process resonate with me that they've pointed in this paper. So again, this paper is already focused on the creative process. It's in your university reading, the readings that are from the university library, and they are already available to you. You need to just click on it, and if you want to read the entire paper, you can download it. It's a full PDF. Many simplified versions of the creative process exist on the internet. For instance, preparation, incubation, illumination, evaluation, and implementation are 5 steps that I saw in one creative process diagram. Another creative process diagram talked about identifying the problem or goal, doing research, having a vision or ideas, thinking, such as incubation, brainstorming, testing, and revisiting. So, of course, there are many different descriptions of the creative process. There is no single one creative process that applies to every creative situation. Your creativity may be very unique. So that's something that would be very interested to learn about in point 2. Select one approach to the creative process and explain how it would better foster creativity in an environment of your choosing. So you need to include example of creativity in your environment and how it relates to creative process. Think about work, school, home, otherwise team environments, sports. The idea is that if you include a personal experience, that means you really do understand and internalize the concept of the creative process, and your example will resonate with the reader. In other words, I'll say, oh, aha, yeah, I've had that feeling too, or I can understand that feeling. So point 4 is explain the role of personal psychology in creativity. How does that relate to creativity? And I think there's so much written in our textbook and in our readings that you will find this very easy to write about.